It's the 13th of November 2023. Dang, middle of the month already. And I didn't find many pairs to trade today except for the yen pairs. And the yen pairs were iffy because the move happened last night. And if we had been taking a trade, we would have been taking a trade in the middle of the trend, which means we would have to get the entry on the 1 minute. So in that view, we look at the euro yen first, and we see that the trend is up in the euro session, right? So we go to the 1 minute chart. And this is the euro session. And here's the entry. There's the exit, 6 pips. It's a block trade because the 15-minute turned over all the way down here. And so it was the tail end of the trend. Then you can say, okay, we're going to wait for the short. And here was the short, but then you can see the 15-minute and H1 didn't line up till here. And if you waited for a short all the way to here, then you've got a spike. So it was an iffy trade, so 6 pips, take it, be happy on the euro yen. And the other one would be the pound yen, same situation. Go back to the 1 minute. Same thing, here's the entry. And this one, you could write this out if you wanted to, but here's 14 pips, here's 17 pips, 18 pips. So 24 pips on 2 pairs, giving 6.66 or 6.59 dollars per pip. And that would be, let me calculate that, 24 times 6.6 times 40. 6,336 on a day that there was really no news, except for the yen news, which drove the yen pairs all wonky. Okay. And again, spike. And then trend over here. So you can getting another entry right now, and you would be up 10 pips. So those are the 2 trades for today. And just for courtesy, we look at the pound dollar on the 1 hour chart. And that is also a continuation trade, but it was choppy. And you can see it was choppy here. So let's look at the 5 minute. And you can see the H1 and H4 did not sync, so it was going to be choppy. And then they're going to sync over here and give you a trade for 15 pips. So since I have included all of these indicators in my Telegram group so you can get them, they're all free. I'm going to now start showing you my system with all of my indicators, the way I use it. Okay. This is the 5 minute, this is a 1 hour trend. This is better for you. So I know I'm going long. No short trades. The only time I'm going to go long is when the H4 and H1 are in sync. That gives me the best momentum. Okay. So for example, on Friday, there was a short trades, right? And they synced up over here. And that was 20 pips, and synced up over here and gave you 20 pips. And those were crappy day to trade. And those were the trades on Friday. Now, if you look at Thursday, there's no trade here long, right? Because this is not sinking. And then it turned short. This is where it turned short on the 1 hour. This is where it synced up. And that gave you 17 pips. And then the US session is where the actual trade came in for the 60 pips. And if you look at Wednesday, so short, here's a short, 24 pips. So as you can see, when it syncs up, it moves. So Tuesday, this was a 1 minute trade because the H1, but the H4 is not set. No trade here, there's a trade here. And this is 30 pips. And then on Monday, it's a long trade. Here's the entry, 30 some pips. And if you sat through this till the 1 hour went out of sync, and that gave you 30 some pips. Same thing as here. So that's the system. Strategy simple with these indicators. Get the indicators. They're on my Telegram for free. I'm not asking you to contribute anything. If you have questions, that's the best place to ask the questions and answer as quickly as possible. One thing I haven't given you is the settings, because you guys can figure out what settings you want to use. On these indicators, really, the only thing you can set or should set is the time frame. And make sure it's exponential. The rest, you can change the colors if you want, but that's the only thing you can change on the histogram. This is a histogram. And on the arrows, the indicator I gave you, again, you can change the time frame. All of this should be set. You may want to change your display arrows, change the thickness of the arrows. If you want the alerts, what do you want do you want this type of arrow or different arrow? That's all it is, okay? And I'm only setting the alarm on the 1 hour, 4 hour daily as to when they turn over. So I just want to be alerted, because once they turn over, I can go to my desk and see if there's a trade in that pair. And there is no rush. That's why I like what I'm doing. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.